Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. So welcome to this live class of learning Bhavanopanishad. You have all learned on YouTube or the recordings. So it is always nice to be physically present and then learn. Today, we just celebrated the Shankara Jayanti and also Jayanti of Ramanuja. The two great acharyas or souls, Shankara and Ramanuja, have been one of the greatest philosophers ever, both of them. Even today, the followers of Shankara and Ramanujacharya are so many. It could be thousands of years old, but still all their teachings are alive and also everybody is following. That is the greatness and the power of the gurus. Shankaracharya, if you have, when I talked about or when we gave the meanings of Saundarya, I was telling that we all know Shankara is great, and when somebody asks why, we only say because somebody else said. I always say that we have to read his works. Same thing applies to Ramanujacharya also. We have to read their great work, what they have written, and then we have to have our own conclusion of, yes, they are like out of the ordinary. Such teachings are invaluable. So we will come to that same, how they even explain things is great. That is what, even when you listen to the meanings of Saundarya, you will see how much philosophy of the Shakta or the Sri Vidya philosophy is hidden in the Saundarya, that only a great soul like Shankaracharya can do. And we are all indebted to the great Shankaracharya and all the gurus who have come before him and also after him for giving us the right path or the right way to lead our life, which is called dharma. The correctness of swadharma, or how we have to lead our life so that we are able to be happy in this world and also make everybody else happy, and we are always blessed with everything we need. That is the most important thing, what we get from the Guru's Anugraha. And Guru is also equivalent to the gods. The Guru is not different. Even in the Sri Vidya, we say that the triads of the Guru, the mantra, and the Devi we worship, they are all one. So that's the triad. So the importance of the Guru for everyone for learning is have a inquisitive mind. Like you have to have an inquisitive mind to question. When I say this, normally what we all will think that we have to only follow blindly the Guru with total devotion. But I'm going to give a slight change or difference. We should have 100% faith in the Guru. That is very important. We should have 100% Shraddha and Bhakti or devotion to the Guru. At the same time, we should also have inquisitive mind. So this may seem to be contradictory, but it is not. We should always think, we have to assimilate what the Guru is saying and what are the teachings, and then try to bring that into our own lives. That is very important. Sometimes when we want to ask a Guru questions, we always think, is it right to even ask? Because we have surrendered, why not just do what the Guru says. There is nothing wrong in that. We can do that. Just, but we have to be careful to also have our own mind put into it. That is very important. We should have that faith. They are not like contradictory things, although it appears like that. The Shraddha, Bhakti, devotion, utmost faith, along with something called questioning. So, what type of questions we should ask? That is very important. My Guru, Sri Vimarshananda, I'm just giving example, like when I was with him, because we were in the same family, there was nothing, there was no questioning in terms of doubting anything, because it was like 100%. So when you are in the family, it's like 100% of obedience. It is natural. I see many times, many devotees come, and he will be very patiently answering. But sometimes he will get a bit angry sometimes when some questions come. Then he will ask the disciple, are you asking this question because you want to know the answer, or are you asking this question because you have answer in your mind and you want to check whether it is correct? So what is that? Do you want to learn? So there is a difference. One is learning, another is checking whether what you have in mind is correct, which implies that you are checking whether the Guru knows it. So that is the one of the so the Guru can easily find out what that question is. The question is the if the student or anybody asking you because they don't know and they want to learn, or just that they want to check you check, or they have something in their mind, maybe they are correct or not correct, they don't know. In that, so if that is the case, we have to be open and say that I have some, I think this is what I in my mind. So is it correct? That is a correct way of asking, instead of directly asking some question and then waiting for answer. So that is a very important part. So as a Shishya, as the main essence from the Shankara Jayanti or Ramana Jayanti for all of us is the bhakti, Shraddha towards the Guru, and at the same time, vid means the word Vidya, or the Sanskrit word vid is always to know, which always asks us to question, have a questioning mind. Very, very important. Have a questioning mind, then you will understand. But most importantly, just by the Guru's grace, even you are just thinking in front of the Guru that this is my question, after 1 minute, you will actually have the answer yourself. That is why the Shankaracharya, this Dakshinamurti Ashtaka, at the end we say, Chitram Vattutaror Mule Vriddha Shishya Guru Yuva Gurost Maunam Vyakhyanam Shishya Chinna Samshayaha or Samshayaha. The meaning is, in the beautiful garden, you have a Guru who is sitting and teaching, and all the disciples, Guru who Yuva means he is a very young Guru, and all the Shishyas who are sitting in front, they are all very old. Vriddha Shishya, Vriddhaha Shishya, Vriddha means old, and the Guru is Yuva or youth. Then they have lot of doubts, right? And they are thinking about that doubt. They are not even saying that. Then Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyanam. Mauna Vyakhya means how is the Guru explaining all the questions? By just Maunam or silence. So the Guru is just closing his eyes and he's just silently, he's just meditating. And immediately all the questions which the Shishya wants to get, they are all solved, or immediately they themselves get the answer. That comes when you have the utmost Shraddha and Bhakti. That is very, very important. That type of, it is very difficult to have, but once we have that, this will happen. Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyanam Shishyaha Chinna Samshayaha. So with that message, we will start today's class of learning Bhavanopanishad. And this particular day, as I said, the Shankaracharya's Jayanti and Ramana Jayanti, what better day can we have to learn Bhavanopanishad? Because that is the only Upanishad which starts with the words Sri Guruhu Sarva Karana Bhuta Shaktihi. That is what it says. So it is, yeah. And thanks to Anuji for reminding that. It's very important for us, because it is starting with that Sri Guruhu Sarva Karana Bhuta Shaktihi. The Sri Guru is the cause and also the effect for everything, all the Karana. Once he is the cause, he is also the effect. So that is how we will start the Bhavanopanishad. The Bhavanopanishad, the Dhyanas, the Mangala Shlokam, or the Mangala from the Vedas, what we do is the Bhadrangarne Bhihi. That is what we have to first chant. It's the same thing as the Ganapati Upanishad. So when we, and also for the Devi Upanishad, that is the same. So when we are going to chant Bhavanopanishad along with Ganapati Upanishad and Devi Upanishad, we don't have to again prefix with the Bhadrangarne Bhihi, because before the Ganapati Upanishad, we had already started it. So we can continue with the same. Only when we are going to have a different Dhyana Shloka, for example, you are going to, after this, you want to chant Taittiriya Upanishad. Then you have to, at the end, you have to end with the Bhadrangarne Bhihi. You have to close it. It is like when you are all familiar with the Nyasas. So first we do Itidik Bandaha and then Itidik Vimokaha. Same way, you for any of this, you have to prefix and suffix with this the Mangala Charanam or Mangala Shlokam or Mangala from the Veda, which is the Bhadrangarne Bhihi. So at the end we will say, and then if you are going to chant the Taittiriya Upanishad, you will start with Shanno Mitra Shamvarunaha. If it is with you are going to chant the Tripura Upanishad, it will be Vangme Manasi Pratishtita. So it depends on what Upanishad you have to say, the shloka, the benediction or the prayers before the Upanishad will change according to what we are going to learn. And for Bhavanopanishad, being a Upanishad from the Atharva Veda, it is the Bhadrangarne Bhihi. So we'll all say together Bhadrangarne Bhihi, and then we will start the class. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraha Thirairangai Stuštuvagum Sastanobhihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vriddhashrabaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastarksho arishtanemihi Swasti no brihaspatirdadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So I will say one time. So you can repeat 2 times. Om Sri Guruhu.
Om Sri Guruhu. Om Sri Guruhu.
Sarvakarana Bhuta Shaktihi.
Sarvakarana Bhuta Shaktihi. Sarvakarana Bhuta Shaktihi.
Tena Navarandhra Rupo
Navarandhra Rupo
dehaha tena navarandhra rupo dehaha navachakra rupam Sri Chakram Varahi Pitrarupa Kurukulla Bali Devata Mata Varahi Pitrarupa Kurukulla Bali Devata Mata Purushartha Sagaraha Deho Navaratna Dvipaha Tvagadi Saptadhatu Roma Sanyuktaha Tvagadi Saptadhatu Roma Samyuktaha Sankalpah Kalpataravaha Tejah Kalpako Dhyanam So here make sure you don't say Dhyanam. It is not Dhyanam. You know, Dhyanam means Dhyana Shloka or doing the meditation or doing the Shloka. That is called Dhyanam. So that is the fourth Dhya. Here it is Udyanam. So Udyanam is garden. So when you say Dhyanam, it is totally, the meaning will change. Dhyanam, it is not Dhyanam here, it is Dhyanam. Third Da. Yeah, third Da. So the third Da is Udyanam, means garden. Udyanam. You all know the meaning, right? Garden. But if you say Dhyanam, that is the Dhyana Shlokam or the meditation or thinking about the deity is Dhyanam.
Second line, Tena Navarandra, is it third or
Fourth. So Tena Navarandra Rupo, yeah. Saptadhatu. Yeah. Again, so Tena Navarandra Rupo Saptadhatu Roma Samyuktaha. எதுக்கு நோ சம்தான் சம்யுக்தா ஷம் கிடையாது சம்யுக்தா மீன்ஸ் இட் இஸ் டுகெதர்னு அர்த்தம் சம்யுக்தா யுக்தன்னு சேர்க்கறது சம்யுக்தா டுகெதர் யா அடுத்தது தேகா நவரத்ன தீபா அது வேற தேகோ நவரத்ன தீபா அது Om we just do a pranava, we start Om, but the Upanishad starts with Sri da. Sri Guruhu. அது சேர்க்கலாம் ஸ்ரீ குருஹு சர்வகாரண பூதா சக்திஹி. Sankalpah kalpataravaha. Yeah. So Sankalpaha kalpataravaha. So whenever that no, first ka. Yeah. So Sankalpa kalpataravaha. Yeah, kalpataru is a tree. It's a wish fulfilling tree in a pair. So Sankalpaha kalpataravaha. So our all that, like this is even with the beginning of the Upanishad, because this is about the Sri Vidya, it gives the phala of the Sri Vidya, which is Sankalpaha kalpataravaha. Our own, whatever our Sankalpa or what we are wanting, wishes, it becomes like the Kalpataru, which is the wish fulfilling tree. And Tejaha Kalpaka Udyanam. Yeah. So Kalpaka Udyanam means the garden of Kalpa trees. The Kalpaka Vriksha, the Udyanam. That is why you should not say Dhyanam. I heard Dhyanam. Yeah. So it is very important that is why you have to chant how you want to, how you have been chanting loudly without any inhibition, so that if there is any mistake, I can correct. No, you have to do that. Then only I can correct. It is just not for you. Anybody who later on learns from our recording, for them it will be easier, because they may also have the similar doubt. So
far I have been saying only Navarantra Rupo. Now only I realize it's Navarantra Rupo.
No, yeah.
Navarantra Rupo Devaha.
No. Tena Navarandra Rupaha. Navarandram is different. So it means Sri Guruhu Sarvakarana Bhuta Shakti. It is about the Guru. And by that how that Guru, Tena means Tena Navarandra Rupo Dekaha. So the Bhavanopanishad is about our own body. So Navarandram is all humans have the 9 holes, or that is called Navarandram. So Navarandram, 9 holes. So every you can count that. You will all have like 2 ears, 2 nose, like totally 9. So that is why it's called Navarandra Rupo Dehaha. Again, next it is Deho Navaratna Dvipaha. Both are different. Navarandram means 9 holes. Navaratnam means 9 gems. So yeah. Tvagadi Saptadhatu Roma Samyuktaha. So Tvag, there's all the Saptadhatu. So Tvag, Mamsa, Asti, they are all Meda. They are also the and Roma, all which are 7 parts, 7 the parts from our skin. Tvag means skin. Right from the skin, you have to go from the skin to the bone marrow. So you have to go all the. So that those are all the parts of. So Tvagadi Saptadhatu Roma Samyuktaha Sankalpaha Kalpataravaha Tejak Kalpako Dhyanam. So I will again say that Sankalpah Kalpataravaha. So when you say split it, right? So Sankalpah Kalpataravaha Tejak Kalpako Dhyanam, you can split there. Or if somebody says Kalpataravas Tejas, that is still correct, but let us, for uniformity, let us split. Sankalpah Kalpataravaha Tejah Kalpako Dhyanam Rasanaya Bhavyamana So if you see in the book, it is actually Bhavyamanaha, but when you the next is chanted, the Visarga is dropped when you chant together. So when you chant Rasanaya Bhavyamana Madhuram Latikta, so that is why I am saying Rasanaya Bhavyamana the way you will be chanting. Rasanaya Bhavyamana Madhuram Latikta Katukashaya So you have to pay attention to where I split or right. When I say Madhuramla, you should not say Madhura, then Amla, then it doesn't make sense. So it is Madhura. Madhura means sweet. Then Amla, like that on the Amla fruit, that taste. Yeah, it has that is it's a unique taste. So that is why it has given a. You cannot compare whether it is not sweet or sour. Each one is different, right? So tikta is another different taste. Katu is one taste. Kashaya is one taste. They are all different tastes. So you should not. So Madhura Amla becomes Madhuramla. So Madhu, it is not Madhuramla. Madhura and Amla, we'll say together as Madhuramla Tikta Katu Kashaya. Madhuramla Tikta Katu Kashaya.
Madhuramla Tikta Katu Kashaya.
Lavana Rasaha.
Lavana Rasaha.
Shadritavaha. Madhuramla Tikta Katu Kashaya Lavana Rasaha. Shadritavaha.
Madhuramla Tikta Katu Kashaya Lavana Rasaha. Shadritavaha. Madhuramla Tikta Katu Kashaya Lavana Rasaha. Shadritavaha.
So Ritu means seasons, right? So Shadritavaha means 6 seasons. The 6 seasons are the 6 taste.
Shadritavaha or Shadritavaha?
Shadrita. So the Shat becomes Shat and R becomes Shadritavaha. Id. Shadritavaha. Yeah. Shadritavaha. Shadritavaha. Yeah. Jnanamargyam. Jneyam havihi. Jnata hota. Jnanamargyam. Jneyam havihi. Jnata hota.
Jnata hota. Jnanamadhyam. Jneyam havihi. Jnata hota.
Jnatrigyanagneyanam. Abheda bhavanam. Sri Chakra Pujanam. So this the 10th line of this Upanishad is the most important because it just gives in that one line the philosophy of the Sri Vidya. Jnatrik jnana jneyanam jnanam argyam jneyam havihi jnata hota. So the 3, jnanam argyam jneyam havihi jnata hota, then jnatrik jnana jneyanam abheda bhavanam Sri Chakra Pujanam. So that is So this is the 3 like the knowledge and what is to be known, the knowledge itself, and how the knowledge is obtained. So the 3 methods, right? So this is the when we go into the bhashyam or the detail of like we will go in depth. But these are all the 3, which is what the jnanam is known, the knower, and the means of knowing. So these are all the 3. So you have to. This is actually when students when they learn Vedanta, particular Advaita or any Vedanta, they will all know this. This particular the 3 is very important for every learning. But we will learn later when we want to know the meaning. But I just want to say jnanam argyam jneyam havihi jnata hota jnatrigyanak jneyanam abheda bhavanam Sri Chakra Pujanam. Niyata Shringara Rasaha. So this is Shringara. I think it's not like the Shiva. The Shringara is a Shra. No, Shri. Yeah, just like how we write the Shri. So yeah. Niyati Shringara Rasaha. Animadi Siddhayaha. Niyati Shringara Rasaha. Animadi Siddhayaha. Shridan, Shri, yeah, Shra. You know that Shra you write like this, Shra, Shri. Yeah, that's Shra. Yeah, that's, you know how you write Shri, that's Shra. Niyata Shringara Rasaha Animadi Siddhayaha. Kama Krodha. Lobha Moha. Madamatsarya. Mada. Third. Mada. Kama Krodha. That is fourth. Dha. Kama Krodha. Then Lobha. Again that is Bha. Lobha. Moha. Mada. Madamatsarya. Punya. Papa. Mayaha. Brahmyadyashta Shaktayaha. So I think Punya Papa. Yeah, Punya Papa, you have to include it. Yeah, please write. Yeah. Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Madamatsarya Punya Papa Mayaha Brahmyadyashta Shaktayaha. Brahmi irukalla. Brahmi, so becomes Brahmyadyashta Shaktayaha. From Brahmi, Mageshwari, Kaumari. So there. Okay. Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Madamatsarya Punya Papa Mayaha Brahmyadyashta Shaktayaha. Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Madamatsarya Punya Papa Mayaha Brahmyadyashta Shaktayaha. Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Madamatsarya Punya Papa Mayaha Brahmyadyashta Shaktayaha. So again Brahmi, yeah, Brahmyadyashta. So again that you should not say Dyashta, it is Dya, soft. So Brahmyat becomes that first Ta becomes third Da. Brahmyadyashta. So Brahmyat Ashta Shaktayaha becomes Brahmyadyashta Shaktayaha. So it is the soft third Da. Fourth Da. It should be third. Brahmyadyashta.
Usually it's written as a third, right? Even if it says like this.
Yeah. Brahmyadyashta. Yeah. So if you have to see in the top line, is it continuous or there is a break?
Continuous.
Then it is only third. That is how you have to distinguish whether you are saying third or fourth by the top line. If it is fourth, then there will be a break in the top line.
In the Vidya.
Yeah, Vidya, exactly. Vidya is third only. So
even though it looks like fourth. Yeah.
Vidya because many make the mistake. They'll say Sri Vidya, Sri Vidya. So it is wrong. So it is, yeah. It's not Vidya, it is Vidya, very soft. Yeah. So Sri Vidya means,
so if the gap is there, it is the fourth.
yeah, only when there is, you have to see whether the gap is there or not. You have to see, these are all how you should read, right? You have to, so not just because the third and fourth, the print, it will be almost similar. But if there is a gap in the line on top of the letter, then it means it is fourth. But here there is no gap. So Sri Vidya, there is no gap. So it is only third, Sri Vidya. So Brahmya Dhyashta Shaktayaha. Dhyashta Shaktayaha. Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Mada Matsarya Punya Papamayaha.
Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Mada Matsarya Punya Papamayaha. Kama Krodha Lobha Moha Mada Matsarya Punya Papamayaha.
Brahmya Dhyashta Shaktayaha.
Brahmya Dhyashta Shaktayaha.
Brahmya.
Dhyashta Shaktayaha.
See, there is a printing mistake in this book, right? So that Papa is not there. So this is what I was saying. When you are as a student, the inquisitiveness comes here. Then you should say, okay, we are counting, right? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Punya. Then you say, then Maya, Punya, Mayaha, Brahmyat, from Brahmi, Mageshwari, Ashta Shaktayaha. So these are 8 Shaktis. Now we are only saying 7, right? So you should know that, oh, there is a printing mistake. So Punya Papa Mayaha, that Papa is a 8. Punya Papa Mayaha, Brahmya Dhyashta Shaktayaha. So each of the Shaktis are have a one-on-one mapping. So Brahmi with Brahmi, Mageshwari, Kaumari, Vaishnavi, Varahi, all of that will have a mapping. So that is a Brahmya. So Brahmya Dhyashta, why I said you have to be soft means, otherwise if you say, it is because Adi, Brahmi, Adi. So Adi is only third Da, right? That is why you have to remember. Adi is third Da. So Brahmi, Adi means beginning with Brahmi. Then you have to know, this is how you have to think as a student. So the question before I started the class was how a student should learn. So they should think, okay, what is Brahmi means beginning with, Adi means beginning with. Then you should immediately know, oh, if it is beginning with Brahmi and 8, then it should be Brahmi, Mageshwari, all that. Kaumari, Vaishnavi, Varagi, Chamunda, Mahalakshmi, all of that will be the 8. Brahmya, Dhyashta Shaktayaha, Adhara Navakam, Mudra Shaktayaha, Adharanavakam Mudra Shaktayaha.
Adharanavakam Mudra Shaktayaha.
Prithivya Tejo. Vayu Vakasha. Shrotra Chakshur. Jihvagrana. Vakpanipada Payupasthani. Mano Vikaraha. Kama Karshinyadi. Shodasha Shaktayaha. Prithivya Tejo Vayu Vakasha Shrotratvak Chakshur Jihvagrana Vakpanipada Payupasthani Mano Vikaraha Kama Karshinyadi Shodasha Shaktayah. Payu Upasthani. Payu and Upastha becomes Payu Upasthani. So two short vowels like Payu, that is U, and Upastha, another U. When you combine, becomes U. Payu Upasthani. So you should not say Payu Upasthani. It's not Payu Upasthani. It is Payu Upasthani. Mano Vikaraha Kama Karshinyadi Shodasha Shaktayah. Yeah.
Prithivya Tejo or Prithivya Tejo?
No, it is Prithivi up.
So
Prithivya up. Yeah. Up. Prithivi means the earth. Up is water. Prithivi up. Tejo.
Kama Karshinyadi.
Kama Karshinyadi. The third da. Kama Karshinyadi Shodasha Shaktayah. So what is this telling about this line? Prithivya 16. So yeah, good. So Shodasha Shakti means 16 Shaktis. Immediately you should know, oh, there are 16. So what are those 16 Shaktis? Kama Karshinyadi means Adi means what? Starting from what? Kama Karshini. Then Buddhya Karshini, Ahankara. Yeah. Ahankara. Shabda Karshini, Sparsha Karshini, Rupa Karshini, Rasa Karshini, Gandha Karshini, Chitta Karshini, all of that 18 are, what are these 18? Prithvi, up, Tejoha, Vayu, Akasha, Shrotra, Twak, Chakshur, Jikhva, Ghrana, Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha. Upasthani means the plural, right? Upasthani, because it is the end, right? All of this, and Manovikaraha. Yeah, that is the Manas. Yeah, Manovikara is the 16th. So they are all the 16 Shaktis, Kama, Krishna. So Prithivya Tejo. So I will say the whole again because it's a bit long. So after the end, you try to repeat it. Prithivya. See how I say you have to be very soft. Prithiv, but thi you have to give the stress. So you should not give stress in pr. Yes, Prithivya Tejo Vayu Vakasha. See, these are all nuances of how we chant. You wouldn't, from a book, you will not know where to give it stress in each, right? Pr, no stress, but thi. Prithivya Tejo Vayu Va. Again, Vayu and Akasha becomes Vayu Vakasha. So Vayu and A gets dropped and becomes Vayu Va. So the U becomes the half. Yeah. Vayu Vakasha. So I will say the full line. Prithivya Tejo Vayu Vakasha Shrotrattvak Chakshur Jikhva Ghrana Vak Pani Pada Payu Upasthani Mano Vikaraha Kama Karshinyadi Shodasha Shaktayah. Prithivya Tejo Vayu Vakasha Shrotratvat Chakshur Jikhva Ghrana Vak Pani Pada Payu Upasthani Mano Vikaraha Kama Karshinyadi Shodasha Shaktayah. Prithivya Tejo Vayu Vakasha Shrotratvat Chakshur Jikhva Ghrana Vak Pani Pada Payu Upasthani Mano Vikaraha Kama Karshinyadi Shodasha Shaktayah. Vachanadana Gamana. Which one? Dana. Yeah. So you should not. So that is why you cannot split. It is not Vachana Dana. It is Vachana and Adana. Right? You understand? So but when you combine together, Vachana Dana. So it is not Vachana and Dana. So Dana means, yeah. So Danam is giving, right? So it is also having the same meaning, but it is not dana, it is adana. Vachana, adana. Vachana, dana, gamana.
Vachana,
Dana, gamana.
Vachana, dana, gamana.
Visargananda.
Visargananda, Visargananda.
Hano, padano, pekshakya.
Anopadanopekshakhya, Anopadanopekshakhya,
Nopekshakya.
Nopekshakhya, Nopekshakhya.
See, you have to again, not just here. Whenever we say ksha, you have to listen how much stress I use that. So because this comes in many places, even Devi Mahatmyam, you have to say that ksha very clearly, because that ksha has that stress there. Because ksha is the dvitva aksharam, or two letters joined. Ik and cha becomes ksha. So it is not an independent letter, ksha. Although in the Varnamala it is one letter, but it is a combination of ik and cha. So ksha. So and then ksha, kya after that, right? So vachana, dana, gamana, visargananda, hano, again hano, padano, pekshakya, buddhayaha, ananga kusuma, dhyashtau. Dana, gamana, visargananda, hano, padano, pekshakya, buddhayaha.
Ananda kusumadhyashtau, Vachanadana gamana visargananda, Anopadanopekshakhya, Buddhayaha, Ananda kusumadhyashtau.
So again, it is dhya is soft only, dhyashtau. We should not say dhyashtau. It is dhya soft, dhyashtau, because again adi and ashtau. So again, it means where are we now? 8. So first, after the 16 petaled lotus in the Sri Chakra, now we are in the 8th, which is the third avarana. So now it is ashtam. So what are those 8 is explained here. Vachana, adana, gamana, visarga and ananda becomes visargananda. Visarga and ananda. Visargananda, hano, padano, pekshakya, buddhayaha, ananga kusuma, dhyashtau. So you want to say it fully together, all of you? Yeah. Dana, gamana, visargananda, hano, padano, pekshakya, buddhayaha, ananga kusuma, dhyashtau. Dana, gamana, visargananda, hano, padano, pekshakya, buddhayaha, ananga kusuma, dhyashtau. Yeah, antaswara. Ha comes from a nabhi. Yeah, it should not come from the throat. So the ka sound comes from the throat. Here ha sound, it will, because the ha also is from the throat only. But the starting point for ha should be from your nabhi. Ha. So that is how we have to give that stress. Yeah. Alambusa kuhur.
Alambusa kuhur,
Vishvodara varuni.
Vishvodara varuni,
Hasti jihva. Yashovati. Payasvini. Gandhari. Pusha Sankhini. Saraswati. Ida Pingala Sushumna. Cheti.
Cheti. Cheti.
So it is not E, Cheti. Cheti.
Cheti. Cheti.
Chaturdasha Nadyaha.
Chaturdashanadyaha. Chaturdashanadyaha.
Sarvasanksho
Sarvasankshobinyadi. Sarvasankshobinyadi.
Chaturdasha Shaktayaha.
Chaturdasha Shaktayaha. Chaturdasha Shaktayaha.
So where are we now? Chaturdasha means what? 14. So we have come to the, from 4th avarna, from the 8, which is the 3rd avarna, now we have come to the 14. And what are those 14? Sarva Sankshobinya. So cha iti. Cheti means cha means and. Iti means all of this until that are Chaturdasha Nadyaha. So means what? Nadi. So there are these 14 nadis in our human body, or the 14 chakras in that 4th avarna. So what are those 14 nadis? Are Alambusa, Kuhuhu, Vishwadhara, Varuni, Hasti Jikhva, Yashovati, Payasvini, Gandhari, Usha, Sankhini, Saraswati, Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, Cheti. Yeah, that is the 14.
So Cheti, not long.
Cheti, yeah. Cheti, cha iti. Until this 14. Yeah, that. So iti is used in the Vedas to give, to say that it's a end of something. So that is why it is thus or something that like. Huh?
It's opposite of Adi.
It is now saying that the iti, until that point we have been talking about the 14 nadis. That nadis have ended there. So the 40. So you cannot count after some whatever is coming after this. That iti, you cannot count if there is any. You cannot count Chaturdasha and say 15. So it is ended there. Until this is the 14 Chaturdasha Nadyaha. Until this is the 14 nadis. That is what it is. So Alambusa Kuhor Vishwadhara Varuni Hasti Jikhva Yashovati Payasvini Gandhari Pusha Shankhini Saraswati Ida Pingala Sushumna Cheti Chaturdasha Nadyaha Sarva Sankshobinyadi Chaturdasha Shaktayaha.
Alambusa Kuhur Vishwadhara Varuni Asti Jikhva Yashovati Payasvini Gandhari Pusha Shankhini Saraswati Ida Pingala Sushumna Cheti Chaturdasha Nadyaha Sarva Sankshobinyadi Chaturdasha Shaktayaha. Alambusa Kuhur Vishwadhara Varuni Asti Jikhva Yashovati Payasvini Gandhari Pusha Shankhini Saraswati Ida Pingala Sushumna Cheti Chaturdasha Nadyaha Sarva Sankshobinyadi Chaturdasha Shaktayaha. So out of this nadi, you should all, like, because you are practicing Sri Vidya, you should would have all attended the Bhuta Shuddhi class also. So you would be knowing that always we use these 3 nadis in the Bhuta Shuddhi also, right? The Ida, Pingala and Sushumna nadi. So those 3 are the most important nadis. There are so many, they say 72,000 nadis. Out of that, the 14 nadis are important. In the Yoga Shastra also, there are they use this same 14 plus one more nadi. They use Chitra nadi, which is the 15th nadi in the Yoga Shastras. So these are all for like any yoga practitioner. They will know about this, how the effects of nadis. So next one is Prana Pana Vyano Dana Samana. Prana Pana Vyano Dana Samana. Prana Pana Vyano Dana Samana.
Naga Kurma Krikara Deva Datta Dhananjaya.
Nagakurma Krikara Devadatta Dhananjaya. Nagakurma Krikara Devadatta Dhananjaya.
Dhananjaya. Which one? Prana Udana. Only third, not fourth. Prana Pana Vyano Dana. So Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, not Udana, softer. Udana, then Samana. So this is the you should, like those who do the sandhya, like when they eat the food, they know that prana is va, apana is va. So prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, then naga, kurma, krikara, devadatta, dhananjaya. So these 10 are the 10. So what are these 10?
Digestive.
No, they are not digestive. No. Yeah, they are the different Vayu. Dasha Vajavaha means 10 different types of Vayu. So prana is our life thing, right? That is, when you inhale, it is called, when you inhale your breath, prana. When you exhale, it is apana. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, naga, kurma, krikara, devadatta, dhananjaya. So again, this in the Ayurveda, like these 10 have specific purposes, and all the 10 are all there are some of the Vayus which are still in the body even after death. That is why, like, some changes will happen to the physical body even after death. So if they don't say close the eyes or something, immediately they can never close it after that. Or they don't tie their legs, or why all of this? Because there are Vayus. I just wanted to. So there are these 10 Vayus are very important. One of, so because you may not really know how each of those Vayus are acting, right? So when you so you get the hiccups. So one of the Vayus is acting. So when you are you are yawning, then one of the Vayus is, because you try to do it again, you can never try it. If it comes naturally, the yawn, now you want to actually fake it, you cannot do it. It does that particular Vayu has to work on the inside the body. So there are all these 10 different. So normally everybody would know 5, but they would not know the 10. So there are other 5 also. That is why I wanted to, which is. We are inhaling. No, inhale is called prana. Inhaling air is called prana. Exhaling is called apana. Yeah. Then vyana is different.
You see an air bubble in a liquid, sometimes it comes out.
Yeah. There are so many things where our own inside the body, these 10 Vayus are all different, 10 different types of airs. So they have different properties. All of them. Yeah. Each one is different. So they are the Dasha Vajavaha, means that these 10 are the Sarvasiddhi Pradadi. Sarvasiddhi Prada means Prada Adi, means starting with Sarvasiddhi Prada. Adi means always starting with. What is starting with Sarvasiddhi Prada? That the 5th Avarna. Sarvasiddhi Prada Devyai Namaha Kham Sarva Sampat Prada Devyai Namaha Gam Sarva Priyankari Devyai Namaha. We say that, right? We do the puja. So they are all starting with the 5th Avarna. So each one of them is mapped to each of the Vayus in our own body. So the 10, each one is mapped with one prana. One is mapped, one Devi is mapped with prana, another Devi is mapped with apana, like that. So prana, apana, vyano, dana, samana, naga, kurma, krikara, devadatta, dhananjaya, dashavajavaha, sarvasiddhi pradadi, bhagir dasharagad, bhagir dashara devataha. Naga kurma krikara devadatta dhananjaya dashavajavaha sarvasiddhi Pradibhirshana devataha Panam Vyano Dana Samana Naga Kurma Krikara Devadatta Dhananjaya Dashavarya
Sarvasiddhi Pradadi Bhagirvashara Devataha
Etat Vayu Samsarga Kopadhi. Okay, Kopadhi. Etad Vayu Samsarga Kopadhi Bhedena.
Etad Vayu Samsarga Kopadhi Bhedena Etad Vayu Samsarga Kopadhi Bhedena
Etad Vayu Samsarga Kopadhi Bhedena
Etad Vayu Samsarga Kopadhi Bhedena Etad Vayu Samsarga Kopadhi Bhedena
Rechakaf Pachaka Shoshako
Rechakaf Pachaka Shoshako Rechakaf Pachaka Shoshako
Dagakaf Plavaka iti
Dagakaf
Plavaka iti
Dagakaf Plavaka iti
Pranamukhyattvena
Pranamukhyattvena Pranamukhyattvena
Panchadha Panchadha fourth dha Panchadha
Panchadha
Jatharagnir-bhavati Tha second tha Jatharagnir-bhavati So this is now we have come to the sixth one, right? The sixth where now it is that the previous one was the Vayu or the air. Now is the digestive because this Agni, they are all the there is in Jathara-Agni, there is a fire in our stomach, like it's always burning, that stomach. That is what is giving us the temperature. So that's why doctors first will touch you and see. If you don't maintain, we are not maintain the temperature, some body becomes cold, then the Jatarak, that fire which is burning is not working or it is not doing that job. Jatara Agnihi. Jatara Agnihi. Agnihi. Jatara plus Agni, Jatara Agni. And two are Amama. Yeah, Jatara Agni. Jatara and Agni, Jatara Agni. So again, this is Rechakaha, Pachakaha, Shoshakaha, Dagakaha, Plavaka iti. So these are the 5 types of digestive enzymes produced because of that fire in our different types. We eat we eat so many things. We eat things which should not be eaten, which should be eaten. So yeah, there are different types of enzymes or different types of we need, so that whatever we eat, the body should digest or throw it out. So this is the function of this. So what we will do is we'll stop here, and at the end, again Thursday we will be having the class where we will finish on this Upanishad. So you can practice until this, so that day after tomorrow, Thursday. Dagakaha Plavaka, because Dagakaf Plavaka iti. So we'll start with that again. Etad Vayu Samsarga Kopadi from the next class. So did you find it difficult or easy? Easy? Good. Excellent. Huh? Yeah?
It didn't have any
Yeah. No, like with saying this particular Upanishad, right? You could easily make a mistake because some of, like when you say id, adi, you might say dhya, some without when you are saying it, you can make so many different types of mistakes here. But my question about easy and difficult is, if you know the answer, it is easy. If you don't know the answer, it is difficult.
They're familiar with it, so it didn't seem too difficult. If it
Yeah.
was a brand new one, it would be difficult.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
is definitely true.
But
The thing
I
is,
feel like I'm used to saying this all in the wrong way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to rewind.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
all the nuances, right? See, because since you already are aware of the script, right?
Yeah.
All the nuances we could easily catch now.
Yeah.
You say, right?
Yeah.
And so when it's new, right? First, we need to figure out, that to get that pattern itself, then we go to the nuances.
New
right?
one, yeah.
So that way, yeah.
And more work for publications.
Yeah, I know. Yes, that's right. So anyway, so I'm happy that all of you could come today. So we will end the session now, and then we will meet day after tomorrow again at the same time in the same Sanatana Dharma Kendra, San Jose, California. Sri Vidya Peetham.
Line number 9. So is it usual